to a great start because it's still dark out and I'm up and kicking ass and my assistant's right next to me. He had that look like he wanted to go out for a walk early. And I said, well, let me do my first workout and then you can go out for a walk. It might not be as cold because he's pretty tough till he gets out there. Doesn't he look tough? Anyway, so today I got a big day, and I think I was telling my strategy a little bit last night because I could start on that 4-hour, walk run where I walk a mile, run a mile, walk a mile, run a mile that I got for today, but I tend to I like the challenge of not eating through that whole thing. And so I just keep pushing it until I bonk, and then I'm like kind of messed up the rest of the day, but it's making me tougher. But I said, today I'll do my little half hour, 2-mile power walk first, get that out of the way, and then eat, kind of get probably a shake and maybe some eggs in me, drop early off. I might even go to the coast today. I keep saying that, but I got this early start, and so I might be able to make it out to the coast, like Point Reyes, which is like an hour drive away, and then get back, and then come back out for, I got to get back to yoga by 4 o'clock. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking of, is it, and I feel pretty good. So I don't, when I'm dragging serious ass, I don't want to drive an hour to a workout because it's not good. It takes everything I can just to get out the door right at my house and go up on Annandale, So I gotta have some oomph in me if I'm gonna drive an hour and do a big workout. And I might have some oomph today, but I'm gonna go do a little half hour, power walk, see how much oomph I have. Then I gotta take this little guy out, and then I'll see about heading to the coast. All right, I just hit a 14:30 for my first mile. Now I just got 1 mile to go back and then get on with the rest of my day. But 2 things. I definitely got some oomph today. I can feel it, man. And so I'm definitely gonna go to the coast. And the second thing, I'm just kind of testing out my thumb. I was told after you get frostbite, everything gets really, really sensitive to the cold, and I don't believe that, and remember, where the mind goes, the body follows, and I believe that my thumb, is going to be totally healed, and it's probably like 90-something% there now. But it's 40-something degrees. I mean, it's not super cold, but I got no gloves on, on either hand, and both thumbs feel the same. And one got way worse frostbite than the other one. So anyway, good all around day. I got some oomph, and my thumb feels pretty damn normal. Yeah. All right, you see this branch right here laying across the sidewalk? This is laying across the sidewalk at the park. My buddy Mark told me what these big branches, when they fall off the trees, are called widowmakers. They're called widowmakers. And I used to think, oh yeah, anybody who gets hit by a tree and gets killed, how unlucky is that? And then I was running up on this park after a storm, and I even had my my earphones in, and I could hear. I heard this, and one of these big oak trees started to fall over on me, and I retreated, man. I looked up and I saw this thing coming right at me, and I go no, and I turned around and ran full blast backwards, and I got whipped. It just got whipped by the little branches, and the big stuff didn't hit me. But the guy was telling me every foot of an oak tree is 40 pounds. I go, oh, that could hurt. That would have been a widowmaker. But no, I escaped with and I wasn't even sinewy then. I was kind of chubby, and I still made it. So 28:22 for my 2-mile power walk. You know what that means? I'm feeling good. I'm definitely feeling good today. That last mile, I didn't stop it quick enough if you looked at the thing, but I dropped below 14 on that last mile, so I ended up with 28:22, which is 14:11 a mile. And I'm telling you that that hips that I was able to get into that pigeon pose yesterday. You know, I didn't have the instructor standing over me telling me all these things to try to do to get close. I was in it. He told me I was in it. You're in the pigeon pose. I go, wow, how'd I do that? He goes, you keep showing up every day. That's how. I go, oh, that's the secret. I've been going like 6 days a week for, I don't know, probably a month now. So that adds up. Every one of these workouts, they add up towards finishing your goal. Cumulative. All right, just got done with my power walk and my 28:22. So it's 14:11 a mile average. I didn't quite stop it fast enough. If you look at that, I didn't quite stop it fast enough to get that last mile, but I dipped below 14. That's a big deal. That means I'm feeling pretty feisty today, and I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna definitely head out to the coast. So, and my thumbs. It's in the 40s, and my thumbs, they feel the same, so no difference on the one that had the bad frostbite. So that's a really good sign. It's because it's supposed to be so sensitive, but it's not. And so yeah, I'm fired up about the day. Now I'm gonna go eat some real food, and then take Furley for a little walk, and then head out to Point Reyes, which is beautiful. It's kind of foggy around here though, so I don't know what it'll look like out there, if it'll burn out by the time I get out there. But anyway, off to a good start. Furley's turn. Ready to go for a walk? Come on. Come on. Come on, Furley. All right, so I just arrived out at Point Reyes Station near the coast, and it's really nice out here. It was really foggy in Santa Rosa, and now it's really nice out here, and it's usually the opposite, so today must be opposite day. Anyway, I'm going to get started here. 4 hours, run, walk, walk, run. All right, so I'm out at Point Reyes. I'm like 2.68 miles in, but who's counting? Anyway, feeling good. I had to shake that hour drive out of my legs to begin with, but now I'm feeling pretty darn good. So I used to live in Petaluma in my 30s. Did a lot of training out here, man. I was doing heavy Ironmans during that time. I was doing Ironmans and marathons. And I did a lot of long runs out here. Look how beautiful this is, man. It's like pretty amazing area. Bringing back fond memories. Worth the hour drive sometimes. Pretty nice where I live too. The sinewy dude on his 4th mile threw down a 9:30 on the trail. Yeah, look out, I'm getting faster. All right, just about 3 hours in, 2 hours and 45 minutes in. My buddy John's been pacing me. Yep. We're out at Point Reyes, and I got about another hour and 15 minutes to go. Yep. Eye of the tiger. Give me that, John.
For sure.
He's gonna do some awesome things.
New subscriber.
Okay. I'm at almost 14.3 miles, so I got like 1.7 miles to go to get my 16-mile run in. And it's been a little tough today. Today's been a little challenging. Started out pretty good, and then
definitely slowed down the second half. But it's all good. The main thing is I'm getting it in, keeping my calories tight, getting skinny or sinewy, and I'm getting mentally tough, because when they're tough workouts and you still finish them off, they make you mentally tough, because when you're out there and you're in it and it's tough and you're digging deep, you remember the training runs where you had to dig deep. Kind of like this one. Okay, so I just finished up my 4-hour run walk. Had some highlights. I had 2 9:30 minute miles, but I did 16 miles in 4 hours. So I had some not 9:30 minute miles too. Had a rough 4 or 5 mile stretch, but then I brought it down at the end, threw a 9:30 in, finishing it off, and just reached in deep, brought it out. I have a lot of respect for the Kenyans. A lot. They're pretty amazing runners. I had to bring out my inner Kenyan and dig down deep for that 9:30. Yeah. Probably a Kenyan shot putter could do a 9:30 mile. Just kidding. I know I could beat a Kenyan shot putter. Anyway, it was awesome. It was a tough day. There was parts that were good, and there were parts that were tough, but builds character. I always say that builds character, and I'm keeping my calories tight, man, and it's paying off. I'm getting skinny, sinewy. Sinewy's like a male ballet dancer. I had to Google it. I'll take it. Sinewy. 2 workouts done. I'm going to do one more. So I think I mentioned this before, that it's definitely my longer runs definitely suffer by keeping my calories down. My performance suffers, but it's worth it to me to get really lean. I'm a lot faster when I'm leaner. I'm going to drop another 6 to 8 pounds. Be super sinewy. And for me, super fast for me. All right, I just got up. 3rd workout of the day. Yoga Flame. My kids used to watch some sort of cartoon where they would say, Yoga Flame! Anyway, I'm at Yoga Flame! So this is the one that the instructor and the owner calls, he calls it nap yoga, because we do like 4 poses the whole time. And I will tell you, I'm worked today, man. I'm definitely tired. Between those about 4.5 hours of training, I'm ready for yoga nap. Anyway, heading in. I'll tell you one thing I can't stress enough is that every workout adds up, because I was worried I was going to miss this. I was worried, I drove like a ways to get to that run walk down at Point Reyes, and I made it though. I was able to get out of there and make it back in time with about 15 minutes to spare. But it's like super important to me to make each one of these workouts, because every one of these workouts adds up to success. It adds up to making my goals, making my races, making my events, climbing those mountains. Every workout adds up. You just can't miss them. So I'm glad I'm at Yoga Flame. All right, plan B. And you could tell I was really psyched up for that yoga class, but the instructor didn't make it tonight. I don't know. Nobody else was there. I must have been the only guy who didn't get the memo. Maybe somebody was sick or something went on, but it seemed like everybody else knew it but me. So anyway, plan B, I'm going to do another 2 mile walk this evening, which will be good. It'll kind of loosen the legs up and anyway, and get the blood flowing. I like it, and I put on really cushy shoes. These are my best cushy shoes I have. So because the bottom of my feet are pretty sore from all that pounding today, So anyway, heading for it right before dark. So that was kind of a surprise. The last thing I wanted to do was do this 2-mile walk for my third workout. I really wanted the nap yoga. But that's why you play the game, man. 14:44, under 15. Pretty amazing. I didn't, you just get out here and I took that hour drive and I kind of recovered. And I'm like firing up again. It's kind of amazing. Let's see how I do on the way back. Hi, how we doing? Hopefully you could see that last mile, 13:46. When I get under 14, I got some game going on. That just shows you how mental it is. I ran out of food with like an hour to go. I got that 1,800 calories, man, and it's in stone, right? I don't go over that, no matter how big the workout is so far. And I ran out of, with an hour to go today, I ran out of calories, so I quit eating food, and probably got to me psychologically because I just laid down some serious times for my walking. Even if I was loaded up with food, it wouldn't matter. Those were good times. So a lot of everything is mental, man. A lot of it is. Eye of the tiger. And yeah, in case I wasn't clear, I still haven't eaten anything. I ran out with an hour to go on that 4-hour walk run, and I still haven't eaten anything, and it's like 2 or 3 hours since then, and I just put down those sub 14 time for a mile, which is pretty awesome for me. So I was just looking at my workouts. I did the 3. So I did the 2-mile walk in the morning. These are all with the Camelback on. Same exact situation. 9-10 pound Camelback. And that one, and I was so excited about, was 28:22, right? 28 minutes, 22 seconds. Then I go and do a 4-hour run walk out at the coast, and it was kind of hilly too, It's those rolling hills. It definitely slows you down a minute or two a mile. And I come out of that, I have my 1,800 calorie limit for the day, and I run out with about an hour to go, so I just suck it up and finish it off. Kind of feeling sorry for myself a little bit. I'm sure it slowed me down. I did lay that 9:30 down at the end though, so I didn't slow my last mile down, but I had 3 or 4 miles in there that I wasn't feeling it towards the end. And then I come out here, I want to go to nap yoga just to relax. They only do like 4 poses. You lay there, relax. I'm thinking like, yeah, this is perfect. This is all I can handle. But no, they're closed, and I think it was from a reason to pump my confidence up. They were closed, and I come out here, and just because I'm determined to get this third workout in, and I thought they would be 18-minute miles. I was thinking 18, 19, maybe even 20. But no, within, I average 14 14 a mile, which is a big deal to me. That's a big deal. It was only 7 seconds off the one that I did this morning that I was so pumped up about. So, coming around. I think I was supposed to do this workout to build my confidence. Eye of the Tiger, same 1,800 calories, never went over, never had any more food, nothing. I just got my mind on right. That's all I did. I got my mind on right for this. Aww. All right. That was a long day. 5 hours of training, 20 miles, 1,800 calories. Not many calories for that amount of training. Long day. But 1,800 calories gives me the big X. Can you say sinewy? All right, everybody have a great night. I'm going to bed. So is Furley.